What is up, everybody? It's Katie Austin.
Howdy, y'all. It's Hannah Cormier, and you are listening to Rookies.
What's poppin'?
Brand new whip
Just hopped in. Speaking of whips, in quotes, because we never use the word whip for a car.
No.
But we were on the way here, and this guy drove by us in his
Shout out Jack
whip.
Harlow. Those were actually not our own lyrics. It's Jack Harlow. And we'll talk about him later in the episode because he got into some mess with the NBA. We have a lot of things coming for y'all. We're talking Bachelorette. We're talking TikTok, NBA, NFL.
Yes.
But let's see what's going on, you know?
Yeah, so me and Hannah are on the way here in our car, in our whip, and this guy drove past us with the stupidest revving of his engine. Like, we're at a red light. He looks at us in his eyes and is just like, screams small dick energy with his small ass car. He thinks he's hot driving a Ferrari. Like, no one cares.
No one cares. And right now, like, during the pandemic and everything's pissing me off. Like,
Same.
I don't understand why, but the amount of things that I'm like, am I turning into a mean person? Or like, is this pandemic changing everyone? Because the revving of the car maybe would not have bothered me before, but I'm like, what
Negative
did this guy?
Nancy.
Yeah. No, I don't know. Like, am I becoming a different person?
I've always been annoyed by car movements, like the revving of the engine and like big trucks with the huge wheels. That just screams small dick energy.
Yeah, I grew up around that, like being from the South.
Yeah.
Like, I only know guys with the big trucks. So, like, I am a little bit numb to it.
But at the same time, in LA, revving of an engine and the car flex is so different than the big truck.
That is true.
It's like they'll rev the engine and then have to go to a stoplight.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry, but LA has a lot of traffic signals all over the place. There are a lot of stoplights and everything. So you're actually not in the country. You're not in the South to where you can just like gun it and go. You're speeding up to slow down.
And
good representation of actually dating in LA.
So
you just like
true.
go like full on gas to an automatic stop.
They're like, whoa, this commitment is too much. We gotta pump the brakes. Speaking of dating life in LA, I actually have a really funny story because last week I was like updating you guys on my dating life and the well-mannered fuckboy and like what's going on. Again, you guys are just waiting every week to see the updates with Katie's dating life.
Right. I mean, I am quaking, actually. No, but actually I live vicariously through you. Okay, so what's the update with the well-mannered fuckboy?
So if you guys have not listened to past episode, the well-mannered fuckboy is the fuckboy, but he disguises himself as a gentleman.
The worst kind.
So basically, we were kind of talking and seeing each other for a little while, and I was like, is this headed somewhere? I mean, I kind of like this guy. This is the first time I've kind of liked a guy in a little while. Really excited about it. We spent a few days together, and so last week, I actually came across his dating profile.
Ooh.
Yeah, and I was like,
which is fine because like you're
duh.
Yeah, you're casually dating other people. It's just like someone that has your attention right now.
I'm on the dating app.
Yeah.
I'm literally active on the dating app as I see him, and he doesn't owe me shit. We are not together in any shape, way, or form. But the reason I found this so fucking funny was because I stumbled across it, and my first thought looking at his photo was like, oh, he's on here, but maybe he's not active. Like, maybe he doesn't use the profile.
Right.
And so I scrolled down just to like see what his profile looked like. This is the first time I come across him, the guy that I'm talking to on this dating app. And the third photo in was the photo that I took of him 2 days prior.
Oh!
Not only is it a recent photo, it's the photo I took of him.
From the weekend that y'all spent together.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aww.
So, definitely well-mannered fuckboy. Like, he reassured you with the fuckboy antics. Was it a good photo? You took
I have great photography skills. So, boys, if you
Doesn't
ever
that suck?
need a dating app profile photo, I got you.
No, it sucks because he's using the picture that you took of him to pull other chicks.
No, it's kind of actually really sad because we spent a few days together, and then that Monday, he was like, all right, let me revamp my dating app profile, because that clearly didn't work.
He was like, thank you for helping me create content. I got it in with you, and now I'm going to get it in with someone else, all because you were like basically his assistant. You were helping him build the resume.
Like, what the fuck, though? What the fuck?
What type of pictures do you like to see on a guy's dating app?
Definitely
profile?
nothing shirtless. Nothing shirtless at
Okay.
all. Nothing douchey, and nothing that I can't see who he is. If you have every photo with like 4 or 5 dudes in it, I don't know which one you are.
Right. And you don't want to be the less hot friend in the group.
Right. Do not compare yourself to someone who's 6'7" and when you are 5'10".
Right. Like if you're the little shrimp in the picture, do not post that on your dating profile. Right. If you're friends with like a professional athlete or a celebrity, don't post that in your profile, because all I'm going to see is like, oh, actually, like, so I can get closer to
Yeah. No, but actually, I'm like ducking my head right now because I'm so embarrassed for the dudes who have their dating app profile as like a photo with that one time they met Drake.
Right. It's not cool. It makes you look so lame. Like, I'm going to message you because you took a picture with Drake outside of a mall one day.
Literally, or a private jet photo. Oh, that's sick, dude. You went on a private jet once. Is that your PJ? But the sad thing is, girls kind of love it sometimes.
Not us.
Not me.
Not
Hell
us.
No. I do not like the shirtless, the PJ photo, the ones around other athletes.
The
or
celebrity
like
shot. Yeah.
It's so try hard.
Wait, could you imagine if like I'm posting a picture with, I don't know, me and Jennifer Lopez?
Dude, what?
What?
No, you met her once.
Right.
They're trying to act like they're homies with Drake.
Yeah.
No.
It's really weird. And if you actually are friends with Drake and you're posting that, it's weird. I don't think Drake would approve of using his clout for your dating profile app.
Absolutely not. So I'm on the dating apps over the weekend. Hannah's obviously not on the dating apps. You're on Instagram, but you're still on your phone a lot.
Guys,
what are you doing?
NBA is back. Oh my goodness. Okay, so opening night happened. Clippers versus Lakers. We are so excited to just have basketball back. Like, okay, we can talk about like the MLB came back, but like
NHL came back.
NBA is back, and you know, my team, the Clippers. We fell short of the Lakers. It was a 2-point game, which was a phenomenal start to the season. So I'm super hype. I'm obviously knowledgeable about basketball, as one might
Please tell
say.
me what happened in the third quarter at minute 2, Hannah.
Katie, you need the recap because I know you didn't watch the game.
Nah, I did not watch the game.
Okay, so after the game happens, I'm like hype. I'm loving, like, you know, I've got that post-game hype adrenaline.
Yes.
So I'm going on social media, on Instagram, to all these major accounts being like, if we had Lou Williams and Trez back on the team, we would get the W. Like, we would fucking go. So, me being a woman, oh God.
Oh, God forbid.
Oh, God forbid I have something to say about sports with, like, a little bit of knowledge behind. The comments that I received on this, this major sports page after I commented that were like, STFU, get back in the kitchen. Ha,
Stop.
ha, ha, ha.
Go make myself a sandwich. Like the classic woman comments.
Ha, ha, ha. Go back in the kitchen. Ha, 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 ha. It's so funny to hear a woman talk about sports. I'm sorry. Wait. Does your penis hold all the knowledge of sports? Is it my reproductive organs, my vagine, that will never know nothing? That your wiener knows everything about sports?
By the way, it's the 12-year-old nerdy boys who've never even played that sport who's commenting.
They've triggered me. Like, oh my God, God forbid that I have any like credibility from working within the league across like multiple, like, oh God, I'm so heated right now.
I know, I can see it. You're starting to yell right now. Like, yo, they're 12-year-old trolls. It's
right,
okay,
no, but they
Hannah.
got to me, and like, your credibility is not in your wee-wee, okay? So I'm triggered. I know what I'm talking about whenever I'm talking about NBA, okay?
And you know what this makes me think of when you said triggered? Okay, so this was
I'll calm down.
years ago.
I said that I'm really like turning into a different person. I really was like nice, happy-go-lucky.
Like, are you sweating right now? Are you good?
I'm triggered. I need to contact my therapist, and
Yeah.
then we'll finish this podcast.
Fuck, dude. Okay, so you know what that kind of reminds me of? And I think people forget about this moment, but for some reason, when you mentioned this to me, it like triggered deep down inside me the Cam Newton incident in October 2017, which seriously people have forgotten about, but I've never forgotten about it. And it was such a small incident as a press conference, but I hate him ever since.
I actually forgot until you told me about what Cam Newton had said. I was like, oh shit, I completely forgot that he said this.
Yeah, so if you guys don't know, Cam Newton at a press conference when a female broadcaster asked him about the routes he was taking and what made him choose the routes he was taking in the game.
She was talking knowledgeably about football, about like running different routes, and you see the smirk forming on his face as she's
disgusting.
talking.
It's so demeaning. The way he even looks at her is demeaning. But not only that, he said, it is just so funny, a female talking about football routes. It is funny. And guess what? First off, he didn't really give a really good apology whatsoever.
He didn't. The team did. His team spoke on his behalf.
Secondly, the female broadcaster came out afterwards being like, I don't know what's funny about me talking about football routes and plays, but the things he said to me after the press conference in private were 10 times worse than he said in public.
What was that?
She said, I'll never share it because I want to keep a career. And that hurts my heart, dude. She won't share what he said to her in private because she wants to keep a career, which just shows just the men are always in power there. Yep. And I'll never forget that. And I still to this day don't love Cam Newton for it. And it hurts my heart again because I always did love him before.
Yep. And we'll quickly breeze through that he just signed to the Patriots, but we don't care because
we don't care.
Yeah.
Bye, Cam Newton.
They do.
Yeah. Anyways, Hannah was also on Instagram over the weekend scrolling.
Yeah.
What else you see?
You know how there's this new phenomenon? It really picked up traction over the pandemic and everything, how girls are starting OnlyFans. Like, that is a thing. You know, people are struggling. Strippers are now going to OnlyFans. There's just like a big wave of that.
Instagram girls too. And by the way, nothing against these girls because go ahead, get your money. If you can do whatever the fuck you want with your body, but this is fucking hilarious.
This is groundbreaking in the new era of pimping. So I am from Louisiana. I am a huge supporter of Louisiana rappers, including Boosie Badass. So I just scroll across his page and I'm seeing like he's posting a lot of girls with big booties on his page. Nothing out of the ordinary except he has said, follow my OnlyFans account. I'm like,
what?
Boosie Badass, has it come down to this to where you have to post
Are you
yourself?
posting nudies? Boosie, are you posting nudies?
Yes. So I click on his OnlyFans account and he is actually pimping out girls on an OnlyFans account. So he's the pimp and he's got hoes creating content for him on OnlyFans.
What? And by the way, how is this legal? This reminds me of some like escort type shit.
Yeah. It's like that pimping gone virtual type.
I hope that the girls are making a percentage.
I would hope
they have
so.
to. Maybe they.
Ladies, renegotiate your contract. You need to be getting a percentage of those monthly subscriptions.
Yes.
Please. PSA. If you're putting it out there, make your money.
Yes. You know who else is in a renegotiation of his contract that doesn't exist and who is really fucking up big time right now is Antonio Brown.
Okay. Antonio Brown.
Bless his heart.
8-game suspension, but you're assigned to no team.
Also, your 8-game suspension is just adding on from the 23 total that you have. So once you do sign on to a team, you are missing 23 of 24 games. How sad is that? Would you just give up at that point?
Give up.
Like, no offense. No offense.
Actually, offense. He got suspended because he was beating women.
Yeah, and for sexual assault.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to be PC for Antonio Brown.
Plus, you already made your money, dude.
You made your money, and like, it's disgusting that someone got away with doing what he's doing for so long and had no repercussions. Like, I don't feel an ounce of sadness for him not being in the league. Get out of here.
I also think that only 8-game suspension to whatever team that picks him up. I don't actually think a team ever will pick him up, but 8 games for, a possible sexual assault offense. I'm sorry. You should just be out of the league at that point.
And you know that there were complaints before that for this actually to go to trial because the league tries to keep such a tight image on their players and everything that like it had to come to a certain point to get to where it is. Like he had to have multiple offenses.
Well, this is like strike 7 in between of everything else that he's done. If I was a head coach or GM of an NFL team, he's just too difficult to work with. He's an amazing player.
A liability, though.
He's a liability, exactly. He's such a good player, but at the same time, I don't think I could sign him just because he's too difficult. He's just too difficult. And so we actually have no sympathy for Antonio Brown. But you know who we kind of do have sympathy for?
Oh.
Who has the exact amount of suspensions as Antonio Brown.
This is insane. The fact that Joe Kelly of the Dodgers has 8-game suspension for, just tossing balls to the Astros, they deserve it. Sorry, the Astros deserve it to actually get hit by balls.
Yes,
which
I completely agree.
Joe Kelly did not even do. He threw one like behind somebody's head. He threw one near a player, but he never once struck an Astro, like their body.
Right.
It came close. And you know what? The Astros deserve it.
I'm sorry, but why haven't any of the Astros players been suspended when Joe Kelly is suspended for 8 games, which is a long time? And by the way, for anyone who doesn't know, when you get suspended, they also suspend your paycheck for those exact games. So he's losing money right now.
Yeah, I mean, not that like it's probably hurting him much at all, but
it's messed up.
The Astros have 0 repercussions for cheating.
Right.
They have not been fined. No players have been suspended for anything. You actually cheated in your game, and they've had 0 repercussions.
0. It's
and
crazy.
Joe Kelly, which I love. If you haven't seen the face that he made after he threw his pitch and just did this like, pouty face. Are you so sad, Astros?
Yeah, I loved it.
It's so good.
I thought it was fucking awesome.
Put it on a t-shirt.
I hope they're actually going back and trying to figure out if he should be suspended for 8 games.
Yeah, he's trying to appeal it.
Yes, so I think personally it will be appealed to less games, maybe like 4, I hope. But
the Dodgers are actually supporting him as well.
As they should.
Because throwing towards a batter that's done something wrong is not something new within the game of baseball.
It's kind of like...
No, but that's like from the beginning of time. You throw to a batter.
I get that, but I also think you're almost throwing a pitch to someone who has hooked up with your girlfriend. Like, that's how the anger that Joe Kelly was feeling. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I understand where he's coming from because I have felt that before.
Well, they cheated the Dodgers out of a ring. Like,
exactly.
The Astros won the World Series because they were cheating. I'm throwing balls at their temples.
Exactly. So literally, it's like a metaphor being like, if I knew this girl had hooked up with my boyfriend, I'm going to throw my pitch a little fucking harder.
Yeah, I'm going to throw it right in her crotch.
Oh, okay, maybe at her boobs.
Yeah, no, we'll cut that out.
Okay, you know what other player, Hannah kind of briefly touched on this in the beginning of this episode, but you know what other player is kind of fucking up right now?
Ooh, who's that?
Ooh, we're just switching from, all the different sports, from the NFL, from baseball.
We're back.
NBA.
We're back to sports, rookies. We freaking love it.
Yes. Okay, so Lou Will was caught at a strip club. Hannah, fill us in about Lou.
Okay, so Lou Williams of the LA Clippers had to go back home. He left the bubble because he had a death in his family. So he went and paid tribute to his family member that had passed away. And while he was back down south in Magic City, he was just craving his favorite wings.
Well, let me tell you, if you've never been to Magic City, it's worth it. No, I'm kidding.
So these chicken wings just happen to be at a strip club. So
it's the craziest thing.
It's the
his favorite
craziest
chicken
thing.
tenders.
Yeah, out of all the places in the world, it just happened to be at a strip club. It would have gone unknown except for the fact that rapper Jack Harlow posted an Instagram story with Lou being like, "Miss my guy, you'll never guess where we're at." So Lou is like such a veteran in the NBA world and everything. People really respect him. They know like, okay, Lou does have multiple girlfriends. Like, people know that he's very transparent about that. So it's not shocking that he was going to a strip club. Well, it was during the time of like the bubble. And he says, "I just love the wings." Jack Harlow comes back and tries to defend his guy.
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'? Jack Harlow, the homie that he is, he says, "Oh, man, that's an old photo. I just really miss my guy."
Jack Harlow, there is so many different reasons why this cannot be an old photo of you and Lou Williams at the strip club in Magic City when Lou is supposed to be quarantining at the bubble. And last week we talked about Rashawn Holmes, who ordered chicken wings from Postmates and he got in trouble.
You might have been able to get away with this. Jack Harlow, you were so close. Would have got away with it if it wasn't for that measly NBA mask that Lou Williams was wearing. It was an NBA distributed
at the bubble mask.
Like, sorry, nobody was wearing masks 6 months ago. Like, you don't miss your friend.
Wait, Jack Harlow, were you wearing a mask in February of 2020? Yeah. Because I don't think you were.
Love him trying to stick up for his guy, though.
Same.
So great.
Same. But one of the strippers came out and said something about Lou being there.
Oh, yeah. So he just tried to say it was for the wings. Let the guy just like eat. He just wants to grab. No, Aries. Her name was Aries from the strip club came out and said, well, I actually gave him a dance, but to Lou's defense, it was a social distance 6 feet away stripper dance.
My asshole. Literally, fucking right. It was a 6 feet away
She was
dance.
6 feet away?
Oh, please.
Please. My wings with a side of thighs.
Hey, he got his thighs, no pun intended, with chicken wings and Aries.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying.
I actually have my own personal story about Magic City.
Oh. I love this.
Oh,
tell me.
Okay, so if you guys know, about 2 years ago, the Super Bowl was in Atlanta. And I am sitting at a executive dinner for a massive company. I'm sitting next to a guy who's around 50 years old from Atlanta. So I get a text from Deshaun Watson. I'm just dropping that name drop right there. Just like, whoa.
Wow. Yeah. Player for the Houston Texans.
Yes, quarterback. Homies in a way that I thought we were friends. He definitely thought we were more than friends. Anyways, never hooked up with this guy, just a PSA because my family does listen. So he texts me and he said, hey, meet me at Magic City tonight. So basically, I'm sitting at this executive dinner. It's 7 p.m., 2 glasses of wine deep, and I have no idea what Magic City is. I've never been to Atlanta, okay? So this guy's sitting next to me. I'm like, oh my God. He is from Atlanta. He definitely knows Magic City. So I turn next to him with my nice glass of red wine, pretending I'm so classy. I'm literally in a classy-ass dress, okay? Can you imagine?
Classy-ass.
Just like set the tone. I'm swirling my wine around with my heels. I turn to this 50-year-old man and I say, Richard, just wondering, my friend wants to meet him at Magic City tonight. Do you know where that is? He turns to me and he goes, who's your friend? I go, wait, why? What? He was like, Magic City is a strip club. Do you know how embarrassed? I got bright red, and I don't even get red. I had to go to the bathroom and be like, oh my God. One of my bosses, literally, I had to ask him.
Who hired you?
Who hired me, that I was going to go to Magic City and meet up for a friend.
Excuse me, sir. Can you just point me into the direction of Magic City?
At that point, just Google what Magic City is. But I was trying to make conversation, I thought it was like a dinner, a restaurant.
And you think that you're referencing something in Atlanta, like maybe you know a little bit about the city.
Because, when we're sitting next to like an executive, it's kind of silent at sometimes. I'm trying to make a conversation.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Hi, Richard. Where is the strip club? No.
So what did he say? You were like...
So I ended up having to tell him why. Hey, Deshaun Watson actually texted me this. And he was actually really cool about it, and he thought it was freaking hilarious.
Love that.
And I showed him the text. I had to at that point. I was already in so deep. I couldn't be like, oh, I just want to go to Magic City. No.
I actually don't think he would think that you would want to go to Magic City solo.
But I did not end up going. I'll just say that.
Okay. Wait, so I think I know what the little wizard on Jack Harlow's post was.
What?
Magic City. The little wizard emoji was for Magic City.
Oh.
That's how people decrypted it.
Oh my God,
Decrypted.
You're right.
That's what it is.
Wow. Hannah, are you in the FBI?
I'm in the FBI.
Crazy.
They actually didn't hire me because I'm always 2 weeks late, but I did figure it out.
You did figure it out.
Yeah.
Right here, right now on Rookies, breaking news. So wait, question. Did Lou go back to the bubble? Is he back in there?
Yeah, so he's back in the bubble. He's quarantining because obviously he was outside of it. So he'll be back later this week to resume play.
Gotcha.
He didn't get any suspensions or anything. That what he did was on his own time. It's fine.
He has to just quarantine maybe and get tested.
Yes,
okay,
exactly.
Gotcha. Speaking of the bubble, we saw over the weekend that there's this bubble barber. So the guy who cuts everyone's hair in the bubble, and we're just trying to relate it back to ourselves and what girls would need if we were in the bubble.
Yeah. Well, first, before we get into that, how many secrets does this guy know? Because your barber are the person that does your hair knows everything. If there's one guy in the bubble doing everyone's hair, that's the next guest we need on Rookies.
Dude, we need the bubble barber.
The bubble barber. Come to us. Rookies needs you.
This is our pitch right now to you.
Oh my God. I bet he knows everything, what everyone's doing.
Right?
Yeah.
Because your hairdresser who does your hair knows everything about you.
Yeah, I tell her
she knows
everything.
Who you're dating, who you hate, all the tea.
And they get to stand over your phone phone and like see everything.
All the DMs you're sending.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
So Hannah and I over the weekend are thinking of this bubble barber and being like, wait a second, this is so funny because if it were girls and females all in this bubble, like what would we need?
Oh my God. Our list, it would not just be like, we need a bubble barber. I need a bubble spray tan artist. I need, well, definitely a therapist. But also if we're just talking about like physical things, I need a bubble nail artist. I need somebody doing my hair. I need a stylist.
You style yourself. You are a fashionista. Not trying to be like, I don't need any of that, but like, I've not done my nails since like 7th grade. Never do my hair.
She's just a natural beauty over here, flexing.
Fuck you.
Flexing on us all.
The bubble barber has to know so much about these guys, especially he is over their shoulder. They're probably DMing tons of chicks.
Yes.
As they're getting their hair done.
He is getting like firsthand access of how to slide in. But the bubble barber should not take notes from the actual athletes.
No, and I want to touch on that because I know 4 guys who've slid in my DMs, 4 NBA players who have slid in my DMs in the bubble. But what sucks is because I know I'm one of 17 other girls that they're DMing. Like when they reply to my story with hard eyes, they're also replying to other girls' story in that same hour with the same hard eyes.
Yep, because it takes nothing. Whenever they send the picture that you just posted in a DM with the eyes, it's like, wow, they are working hard, putting in some effort to send you a message. When it's like he's doing this to so many other girls.
Yep.
Him replying the big eyeballs, the double eyeballs, or the hard eyes to what you're posting, it doesn't mean that he's in love with you and you're not going to be the next.
Absolutely not. And when he sends you the in-feed post in your private DMs and he can't like it, that's sketchy.
Yes.
Why aren't you liking it publicly?
Yes. Yeah.
Like it publicly if you have nothing to hide.
If you think it's so great, why don't you comment those eyes?
Hard eyes.
Yeah. Comment your heart eyes in my comments.
Yeah.
So I know it's real. Okay, but what I will say is we had a standout. And by we, I mean like I'm still, again, living vicariously through Katie. There was a guy that messaged her that sent something that had us both like, wow.
Yes, and this was not the lazy heart eye emojis. This guy slid in my DMs, and I now have a crush on him because of what he said. No, I've never met him. It was only 1 or 2 messages. But let me tell you what this guy said. He first started off by saying Katie. He said my name.
Say my name.
And that is so sexy.
Yeah.
When they say your name, I don't know what it is, and I know it sounds the bare minimum, but it's not the bare minimum.
Right. When a guy takes the time out to use your name.
It's so easy.
God, our standards are so low.
It's ridiculous. Katie, oh my God, 5 letters.
Yeah.
You got me.
But he also said something really great following that.
Yes. He mentioned Rookies Podcast.
Do your research. Guys, if you are listening to this, use her name and then something that she's interested in.
Yes.
For him to take the time out and like click on Rookies Podcast or
watch
like
a few
see it
videos
in your bio is major because everyone loves their ego stroked.
Exactly.
Like, oh my God.
To know that I'm special. Like he made an inside joke of a Rookies joke that he saw on the Rookies Instagram. It wasn't on my page. He brought something up that we talked about in like episode 10.
Yeah.
To me, that was so sexy. I was like, holy shit, this guy like really is interested in me.
And he goes, my girl.
My girl, what's up? I was like, okay, what's up? When you coming to LA?
What's poppin'?
What's poppin'?
Yeah, I think if anything, like using the name and something special that you've researched about that person, not too creepy though. Like don't go deep in the creep. Like, oh my God, I hope your cousin had a great birthday 4 months ago. Tell Patricia I said thanks.
No way. It has to be in like the last 2 posts or something, the bio, something like that. If I was DMing Hannah, it would be like, Hannah, what's up? How was LSU?
Love
like that.
Yes.
Relating
because
to you.
Whenever you say that, I'm like, oh my God, you took the time out to know that I went to LSU. Let me just talk about Coach O. Let me get into a conversation.
Yes.
And then you don't have that awkward first, what's up? Hi, how are you?
Yeah.
Like, we always want to avoid that awkward small talk. Everybody hates awkward small talk.
And it's the perfect thing to start a conversation.
Yes.
Because it can go so many different places.
Ugh.
The hey, what's up? It's like, nothing much, you. Chilling, you.
Hate it.
Where are you from? It's so boring.
Yeah,
get to the point. Get into a nice conversation. So that's our DM advice. If you are
Love
listening
that.
to this and you are an NBA player, stop sending hard eyes. We're fucking over that shit.
Yeah. And ladies, don't respond to it. That's why they're getting away with it. And they're doing it continuously because girls reply to it.
It's easy for them. It's so fucking easy for them. Not to switch subjects here at all, but I do have some bad news.
What?
I think Travis Kelce and his girlfriend broke up. I know. I'm actually sad about this because him and his girlfriend Kayla were like the fucking cutest couple ever, and they were dating for years.
We talked about Travis Kelce before on a previous episode because he was on a reality TV show trying to find the love of his life on E, and we were really excited because that didn't work out. He didn't find love on his show. But apparently he didn't find love here either.
I know, but nothing is confirmed that they did break up, first off. But
according
to episode 11,
according to Rookies episode 11, the breakup starter pack, she posted the quote. She posted the hot bikini pic.
And they unfollowed each other, and she deleted all his photos.
They broke up.
Like, come on, y'all. Ugh, what is going on?
What's real anymore?
Here's the thing. They just posted together like 2 weeks ago, and he has not deleted the photo. So I went to the comments because I have no fucking life.
So she deleted the photos, and he
did
didn't.
not. But they both unfollowed each other.
Ooh.
And she posted the quote yesterday to her story and hot bikini photos on her story yesterday. She is so fine. Anyways, what I was going to say was I went to the comments because I have no life, and I was reading some of them. And
as you do.
What are you doing, Katie? So I read some of the girls were saying like, oh, she's actually just starting her own brand and her own company. So she wants to separate herself because she doesn't want people to think we're starting it because of him. And I was like, yeah, but you don't unfollow.
So these like conspiracy theories in the comments are saying that they only unfollowed each other because she wants to like hype
Branch
her
off.
solo career.
Exactly.
But they were trying to say that she was still with him.
Yes. And I'm bummed about this breakup because I actually love them together. Obviously do not know either of them.
Yeah.
What?
But we stand.
My question is Travis Kelce going to find love on Catching Kelce season 2?
Wow. Would he come back to it?
So if you guys missed episode, I think it was like 7 or 8, Hannah and I talked about, like you mentioned, he had like a bachelor literally of like 50 women on E called Catching Kelce. He already won the Super Bowl. He does not need that
I think
fame.
he cheated.
Oh, whoa. You can't just drop that bomb, Hannah.
This is literally, I know nothing about the relationship. I actually know nothing. So, like, if this, like, spirals off, if so many people are listening to Rookies right now, don't report that. But because she deleted the photos and she's deleting any evidence of him, I feel like he was in the wrong and he's trying to save the relationship because he didn't delete any pictures of her.
I agree. And can I read you the quote that she posted?
Yes.
Because I do think it's important.
Because you can always decrypt a breakup through the quote.
She said, "You hold yourself with such strength, but I know you carry so much within. You are deep, magnetic, forever blooming and transforming. Always searching for more. There's beauty in the unknown. You love to discover all of life's beautiful mysteries. You crave deep soul connections and devote all those you hold close." Blah, 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 blah. It goes on for a little bit, but whoa.
Literally the blooming flower we talked about last episode.
Do you have chills? Why are you holding yourself?
I literally have chills, but
I think he fucked up.
Yeah, I think he really messed up. Don't know if he cheated, but that's just my grand statement, and I'm sticking to it. And moving on. Gossip Hour. Even though sports are back, we're talking a little bit more pop culture this episode because we're rookies and we love the pop culture, and we know the audience does as well.
Yes, and so we heard a rumor on TikTok, The Bachelor,
which is always correct.
Yeah, why is TikTok always right?
I don't know.
I saw on TikTok that The Bachelor actually fired Claire Crawley, who was the Bachelorette of this season, and got a new Bachelorette.
We've never seen that before in Bachelor history.
It's the craziest, what is it, the most dramatic season in Bachelor history.
But actually wonder if they'll acknowledge that Claire got fired.
They have to.
They have to.
And by the way, it's a great dramatic storyline that they're definitely going to. So,
and will they use the footage from her season and then kind of like segue into this new Bachelorette?
It is not confirmed. These are rumors. It is completely rumored, but at the same time, usually these rumors are true. Everything in Bachelor history has been correct, like these type of rumors. I just think it really sucks to be fired, to be difficult to work with. Ooh. How terrible is that? Like, Claire, dude, you are not Ariana Grande. You are not Lady Gaga. Like, you don't have singing talent. You are casted on a reality show. Probably easy to work with. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just going to say it.
Yeah, because what's your background as far as, like, why you are being casted?
Oh, maybe you're 38 and single. Nothing that's wrong with that. Obviously, nothing wrong with that. But what is your talent that you can act so much like a diva?
At least be nice.
Be kind to people. Even Ariana Grande is nice to people. Like, I don't understand that. So she was apparently fired, and they brought in a new girl, Tayshia, who I find absolutely amazing.
This is all rumored.
All rumored.
And we will confirm this in the coming episodes of Rookies. And if we're wrong, like, you know.
Well, who knows? By this episode, when it comes out in 24 hours, it might be confirmed.
Yeah.
But yeah. We just think it's crazy because this has never happened before. Okay, so another little piece of drama that we want to talk about, totally switching gears again, but a little bit about sports. J. Cole wants to be in the NBA.
Yes. Okay, so J. Cole, the rapper, you guys know him. We love his music, respect him highly. He wants to go pro within basketball. He wants to be an NBA player.
I love this.
I don't know what to think of this because it's hard once you see someone be successful in their role. He is a phenomenal rapper, and I hold him to that. I think he's incredible. Sure. Knowing that he wants to be an NBA player is like, okay, now I have to switch gears and see him as like a struggling guy trying to make it in the league. A different view of him.
It's kind of just mind-blowing to think about. Let's break this down for a second because J. Cole has always wanted to be in the NBA ever since he was little. He's rapped about it.
Yes.
He had statements when he was 24 years old publicly being like, I want to quit the rap game and do NBA for a year and see if I can make it.
Yeah.
By the way, we've seen him in all-star games, celebrity games, and appearances.
And he can ball.
Yeah. For sure. He has handles. He can dunk even, and he can shoot threes. But breaking it down, he's 35 years old, which, to be honest,
he's not the tallest guy either.
Right. It's the tail end of most guys' careers. Even if you are amazing, it's usually the tail end. But J. Cole is not an attention seeker like Kanye West. Kanye wants to be a president for attention. J. Cole doesn't even have social media. If he thinks he can be in the NBA, he actually might be able to be in the NBA because he's not an attention seeker doing things for the clout.
I love that. I love that you say that because you're so right. He's never been one to, like, peacock.
He hates the spotlight.
Exactly. I want to root for him. And what is really awesome is Master P, a phenomenal rapper, legendary, actually went and played professionally for the Raptors preseason way back in the day. So J. Cole went to Master P and was like, how do I do that? How was it attainable for you? Because that's not something that you see often. Like, rappers love the ball game and ball players love rappers, but you don't see that transition. Like, obviously, it takes a lot to do.
Wait, I'm sorry. You don't see that transition?
Oh.
Okay. You don't see any rappers trying to become basketball players. You do see basketball players trying to become rappers. Are you forgetting about Dame Dolla? Are you forgetting about Zoe? Are you forgetting about Andre Drummond?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You actually do see basketball players all the time thinking they can rap.
Yes, but you don't see rappers trying to cross over to ball players.
Hey, crossover. Let's get that. Metaphor. Whatever that's it, metaphor, pun, whatever that is.
But it's the same thing with, like, seeing TikTokers trying to be singers
and actors.
It's hard to wrap your mind around someone being talented in something more than one thing.
So are you saying that you would never listen to Dame Dolla, Victor Oladipo, Zoe, Andre Drummond? You don't listen to them?
I like the Aaron Gordon's diss tracked over the pandemic.
Hey. The only basketball player that I find can actually rap and sing is Damian Lillard.
Lou is good as well.
Oh, I have not listened to him. I have not listened. But I will say,
they play him in Magic City all the time.
Love that. Maybe that's why Lou is going back to Magic City. They play his tracks.
Yes.
I will say Zoe, a.k.a., that's his rap name for Lonzo Ball. He came out with a few tracks back in the day. I think this was like a year or two ago. Terrible.
Oh.
Terrible.
Well, I never want to say stay in your lane because
It's
if you're
bratty,
multi-talented, you should pursue anything that your heart desires. But when you're new and trying to make it in the league, stay in your lane. Establish yourself in your new profession before you take on any other large project, which would be rapping.
I agree. So that also comes full circle to J. Cole. He has perfected the game of rapping. He has stayed in his lane, but he has another dream.
Yeah.
And he's a smart-ass guy. That dude is so brilliant. Yeah. He's not going to do something that he thinks he can't do. Rookies, we'd actually love to know your thoughts about J. Cole trying to be an NBA player.
Yeah. I'm here. I'm supporting him. I'm a little bit skeptical because it takes a lot of training, to say the least. And it takes more than being able to shoot 3-pointers.
With no one defending you.
With no one defending you.
Or, like Lil Bow Wow defending you in a celebrity game.
Yeah. So
let us know you guys' thoughts. And I think we've talked a lot.
Guys, it's been another great Tuesday spent with y'all. Make sure you rate, comment, subscribe, send it to your girlfriend, send it to your boyfriend, send it to your friends.
Hey. And we'll see you next Tuesday.
Bye.
Bye.